Well, hi guys. It's a rainy Saturday afternoon, and unfortunately I have gotten myself into a project. One of those you gotta do it now deals. Brake caliper locked up. This was a rotor and caliper, new wheel bearings, a little over 2 years ago. I had someone fix because of time constraints and when it happened. I was cutting beans and I didn't have time to fool with the truck. Well, I called a guy I know. He wasn't available to do it, so he recommended another guy. So I said, "He's a good mechanic?" He said, "Yeah." Okay. Got in touch with the guy. "Oh, yeah, I can do that right away." Said it needs a rotor caliper, set of brakes, and wheel bearings. Simple enough. Well, I just took this thing apart, and you can't get the caliper off the rotor, and discovered it's dry as a bone on grease. That's all the grease that was on it. Well, needless to say, now here's a seal. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing even on the spindle. So I called said individual this morning. He says, "Well, what do you expect? I did it, did it the best I could." I said, "You didn't put any wheel bearing grease in it." "Well, I didn't have any." And I said, "You gotta be kidding me. You did a job." This is exactly why I hate having anybody work on anything of mine. Just this stupid bull crap right here. I guess it's a good thing that I did not take this truck on any kind of trip anyplace or did anything with it, just short little hops. Because I have not cleaned this up. I haven't done anything to it. And like I say, the inside of that caliper rotor is basically dry. That's nobody with any common sense would have done this unless they were just an absolute screw off jackass. Pardon my French. I'm irritated. That's ridiculous. That's So I'm gonna get working here. This is a true pet peeve of mine. This is why I do not like to have anybody work on my stuff. There's very few people I trust to work on anything for just this reason. Yeah. At any rate, guys, I'll be back here in a little bit. I got a trick or two to show you. So we'll see here in a bit. Okay, guys. I am going to show you a trick I learned a long time ago. I alluded to this in the video I did about greasing bearings. This grease needle is your best friend. Now, I'm not going to tell you what kind of grease to use. That's up to you. I'm using a good heavy duty it's a, what the heck is it called? Heavy service wheel bearing grease. And being these are so dry, you just simply stick that grease needle down inside that bearing, and if you watch, how dry that is, you just stick her down inside between the races, the rollers, and pump grease until it starts coming out. Just like that. And you know for a fact that there is grease all the way down through it. All in between the rollers, you know there's grease there, and you are satisfied with what you're getting. And it goes for the outside one too. I know they sell a handy dandy little packing tool to do this with. Well, I do this because kind of the way I like to. And it's as simple as that. No fuss, no muss. Simple to do. And you know for a fact there is grease in the bearings all the way through them. When I was in school, they taught us put grease in the palm of your hand and work it into the bearing. Well, this is 10 times simpler and quicker and less messy. That's why I do it. Like I say, you can do this any way you want to do it. But I'm telling you, that little dude right there is worth its weight in gold. Just for stuff like this, just to be able to grease a sealed bearing and, you know, keep the life in it. So, I'm going to get out my new parts and install that into the back of the rotor. And I'm going to grease the inside, then I'm going to put the seal on the bearing in and get it ready. Then I'm going to take the grease gun and pump some grease inside as well. Yeah. So we'll be back here in a minute, guys. Well, hi guys. This has been this has been something else. I got everything apart. One of them got parts, brought them back, got the rotor put on and greased. Went to put the caliper on, and as I always do, I take the bleeder out and I'll pour brake fluid in the caliper before I put it on. I put my little line wrench on it, went to pop it loose. I couldn't get it loose. I put the 10mm socket and breaker bar on it, wouldn't break it loose. I had to put the impact on it to get it out, and it turned hard all the way out. Once I got it out, realized it had been cross-threaded, and the end of the bleeder where that taper is bent and smashed. So I took it back. Of course, they didn't have another one. Milford store's got one. I said, well, when can they have it? Said, 7 o'clock tonight. I'm like, no, I got to get this thing done. So, give me my money back. Trucked down to Milford, got it. Had them check it before I even put my hands on it. I told the guy, I said, pull that bleeder out. And wouldn't you know, exactly the same thing, cross-threaded and smashed. And I said, do you have another one? He said, I got one more. Went and got it, brought it out, and the bleeder was finger tight. Took it out, looked good, I'll take it. Somebody in their quality control department really needs to get on top of things. Because those should have never left, but they did. But it's 5:30 now. I just got everything put back together. The brakes bled. And I'm calling it a day. I've been 6.5, 7 hours on this so far. And I'm tired. And it's raining and it's cooling off. So, good time to call it a day and get everything put up. So, it's kind of one of them things that it's always so helpful to get good parts the first time. Not the second time or the third time, first time. So, we'll see you later, guys. We want to get the old Ford out of here and put the skid steer up and call it a day. So we'll see you next time. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I know it was a rainy Saturday. I just didn't need this much BS today. We'll see you next time, guys.